Let me just, 6.71's enough. What's the thing I've got?
23 and a half, what, 22 and a half? 2 and a half.
Back.
Working the dam. This is like number 15. I don't know how many bass I've caught. Lost 3 good ones. That's a good fish, 2-pounder on the Briminator. It's what time it is, boys and girls. It's froggy time. They're hitting this frog fly I'm using as a popper, and they're taking the Briminator dropper really well. Bass on the frog fly, and a red ear on the dropper on the Briminator. Isn't that cool? 2 fish at once. That's the second time today. Briminator pattern. I'm going to tie this on a number 6 steamer hook. From Green Caddis Outfitters. I sized them up. I'll tie them on a 10, 8, or maybe a 12, 12, 10, 8, and a 6. I find that on bass, which, believe it or not, they'll hit this little fly. Catching more bass on this Briminator pattern than I am on my regular flies. So we're just going to string it up. Try not to shake everything too much. There's only a few components in this fly. Some rabbit strip. It happens to be some black. Gold bead chain eyes on it. That's the next step. Bead chain eyes. Doing this in a little different way. Filming it anyway. Normally I've got the camera on the other side of me. Nice little wire cutters. Don't use your scissors because it ruins them. Anyway, mount them back a little further than you would on a clouser. Probably not that far back, but that's where they're ending up today. Then you take your rabbit strip, you take a little puff of it, just cut off a little bit, long enough here. I call this particular version a red tail or a Firetail. And you mount this on the hook. Round and around we go. And I like to turn that from white to black, to red, or orange actually. Firetail. That's what I call it, a Firetail. There we go, that's a better. Alright, and we need to do the, build up the body a little bit. I'll give this one a fancy body. This is, I guess they call it chenille, but it's an olive chenille. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my little rotary vise going here. You need fluff, and you need it to build toward the front. So you got a bigger diameter front than you do the back. So leave a little bit there at the back. Roll forward. I'm going to leave it fuzzy. Roll back a little bit more. There we go. That's built up real nice. I'll go ahead and go in front. A couple of turns. Now I'm going to use my thread. Tie all that down. All right. Trim off the excess. Boop. Now what I'm going to do is let that stuff just be all fuzzy. I'm going to take this hackle feather, tie in the tip right behind the eyes. And at this point, I don't really care if I trap a lot of fibers. The other fibers, they don't matter, just this does. A few rounds, so it gives it a nice little collar. This is a pretty easy fly to tie if you got all your ducks in a row, which I don't at the moment. Now we're just going to whip that back, push these fibers back a little bit if I can. If he's got stuff sticking out his nose, it don't matter. All right. Now let's get a good solid head. I'm going to take my Sharpie markers and I'm going to color this thread dark. Even though I could do one of these out of chartreuse. Lately, up at the lake I fish most often, they are preferring the dark colors. There's the namely black and olive. It's a beautiful place to fish. A couple of whips. And tighten it down a little bit. I'm going to cover that with super glue or fingernail polish after on the front of this fly. Sharpie marker, green, olive, twist it around a little. I don't know what it is about this pattern. Boy, it does work. I've caught more fish this spring. It's crazy. You can see a little chartreuse back there, but you got some fuzz in the body. That nice little yellow, lighter colored collar. I've done these in rust. I've done them in chartreuse. And look at there, everything's coming undone. I didn't get a very good whip on that, did I? Well, we'll take care of that with some super glue, which may turn that Sharpie marker red. Let's see what it does. And gel like, ooh, big old blob. That will ensure it never comes apart. I'll cut that extra thread off in a second. Take my little poker, rub this stuff around. Do it with your fingers, but you'll stick your fingers to the fly if you're not careful. There, see that glue spreading out real good. It's getting all the way in there. Let me cut that excess off. This ain't the prettiest one I've made, but you know what? It'll work. Now what I'm going to do is take an orange magic marker. And I'm going to color the back of this thing. And I'm going to do it not on my fingers, but on this thing here. This is why I call it a Firetail. I don't know if it makes any difference. I think just the Briminator pattern is all you really need. It apparently it imitates a dragonfly nymph. And there you go. That's a finished fly. Believe it or not. If I wasn't using this new video setup, doing this with my iPhone. That's a nice looking fly, and I guarantee it will catch fish. I don't know what it is about that pattern. I do it in a size 6 because I like catching bass. And that does it, man. It really does it. Called a Briminator. Tie some up, throw them in the lake. Sunfish like them, crappie like them, bass like them, and I've even caught catfish on it. Channel cat, at least lately. That's about it. Thanks for watching. Y'all be good. Bye.